Well, it's January 14th. Got to the cabin, made fire. And I can't find a chisel, so it's no water. Put these on the stove. And then I'll go check my beaver snare. See if I got lucky or not. Even have a little mink trap. Okay. Well, I chopped a hole in the ice. I took all the spruce boughs off and my anchor poles. I hate wire. I took it all apart, and it's a pretty good sign when you see your bait stick chewed in half. So those beavers ate that bait stick, and I still don't know whether if I got a bite or not. So let's take a look. Oh, wow, I got a beaver, a small one. Right on. So this set works. This set works. And when you catch a beaver, you rub it in the snow back and forth. Like that, back and forth. I'll do a better job after I pull this other snare out, just to see if I caught anything else. Two misses on this side. So I got one beaver, my first beaver this season, and I'm gonna put this all back together. Get another bait stick, and then dry my beaver, thaw it out, and skin it. Okay, and since it's too late of the day, we're just gonna check the traps tomorrow morning. So I hope we have more good luck. Well, there's my first beaver of the season. Caught in a bait set, I guess you could call it. So since it's too late to check the traps today, we're gonna go cut some more poplar for bait sticks and set some more beaver houses. So anyways, 4 link, 1 wolverine, and 1 beaver. Okay, here's the beaver I caught today. Pretty nice, small. And to be honest, after how many years, I'm 45, so I never skinned a beaver in 45 years. This is my first one, but looks simple enough. I remember my grandma cutting the hands off, and the feet, and the tail, and then she'll make a line with her hand, and that's where you'll cut, and then you'll go around the vent after you cut there, and then just skin it off like a coat, and I'll show you when I'm done. My first beaver. Well, I finished skinning the beaver, and it was harder than I thought because there's so much fat, but next beaver will be even faster, and then faster and faster each beaver. I'll get better and better. Can't get any worse. Hope not. But anyways, we used to cook these on the fire, and we used to cook this on the fire too, and then peel it, hang it up. So right now I'm gonna take the caster out, let it hang, use it for bait, and maybe, well, and then cut up this. So anyways, my first beaver. Well, I caught a martin in a link trap, so I'll dispatch him and then I'll show you how the fur looks. Okay. Well, it's a little guy, but that's martin number 1 this year. Awesome. I finally caught a martin. I don't think it'll fetch much, but it's fur. And the way I killed it is I grabbed my axe and I just choked it with my axe while stepping on his stomach. Took 3 minutes, he was gone. Awesome. Martin number 1. Well, here's the first martin of the season. Little guy. Martin number 1. So anyways, you start cutting here. You cut from the paw here to the elbow. And same thing on the side. To the paw, to the elbow. And then you cut from the back feet here, from the paw to the vent, and from the paw to the vent. Then you can take the tail out with pliers once you get there, and then pull her down, pop out the arms, go down to the ears, cut your cartilage, ear cartilage close to the skull, then your eyes, mouth, nose. I'll show you when I get back. Well, I finished skinning martin number 1. Wasn't that hard. I even practiced my claws. But anyways, I'm going to put it on the board and let it dry and then turn it inside out. I just might keep this one. Okay. That's martin skinning. Martin number 1. I put cardboard in arms. I split the tail. I'll show you again when I have it turned around. Well, here's martin number 1. Combed. Not bad martin. I thought I'll practice my keeping the claws on sort of thing on this little guy. That looks cool. See his claws? So anyways, this is how it looks turned around. And this is what I used to strip the tail. See this little hole there? So anyways, I'm gonna go check some more traps today. And here's martin number 1 again. Awesome. Well, I'm checking traps and snares again today. But I come upon these pecker poles. Those are really good to set beaver snare on because it's hard for them to chew through. So I'm going to get a bunch of those so I could set some beaver snares. probably today sometime. And when I come across some green poplar for bait sticks, I'll probably get those too. And I think this is a good place for a double snare pen set somewhere. I'm gonna give that a go. I'll show you when I'm done. Well, I got all my dry poles loaded up for beaver snares. I just gotta get some bait sticks. I got a few in camp already for a couple of houses. But anyways, here's a double snare pen set I just set up. See my beaver meat? And there's the snares. There's one. And the other one's back there somewhere. I never did this kind of set before, but I thought I'd give it a go. Wish me luck. Double snare pen set. First one complete. Now to go keep checking traps. Over. Well, I grabbed some dry poles for the snares, beaver snares, and some bait sticks, poplar. Well, I was checking traps today. And I grabbed some spruce boughs to cover the hole. And here's the lake. And there must be at least 10 beaver houses all across this lake. A lot of them. A lot. But anyways, I heard there was a saying that there's a lot of beaver on the lake. That means there must be otter on the creek somewhere. So I'll be starting down there, taking enough material for at least 2 beaver houses. There's one way at the corner, down there somewhere, and there's another one right there. So I'll set those 2 beaver houses after I have a spot of tea, and I'll see you over there. Okay. Well, I went to that beaver house over there, and there's no feed, so there's no beaver over there. So I come to the next house. Right here. So I'll start setting up. And I don't have a flipping chisel, so I'm gonna use an axe. Give that a shot, I guess. So anyways, I'll come back when I'm done. Well, with these pecker poles, you can see where the water is, top of the ice. And I put my snares. And when you dab it in the ground, you can see where the mud is too. So there's enough room for 3 snares. I already put the other side in my bait stick. All I have to do is put another anchor pole for this dry snare pole, and then cover it up with spruce boughs. And then that set will be done. And probably go to the next one before it gets too dark. Okay. Set number 2 is finished. Beaver set number 2. Well, it's getting pretty late, but there's definitely a beaver in this one. See the cone? Put a set here and then call it a day. Still a lot of beaver houses, and the cabin's over there. Over there. That's where the cabin is. Okay, so this will be beaver set number 3. I'm gonna set it the same way and go back to camp. Okay, beaver set number 3 is complete. See my bait stick and my 2 pecker poles for snares, and I covered it up with spruce boughs. And Uncle G was just popping in when I was almost done. He's going back to the cabin, and I'm done here, so I'm cabin bound too. See you later. Well, it's the next day. Here's my first beaver house I set last night. I got the hole open already. Now, just to see if there's anything. Oh, nice. Got another beaver. Oh, look. Huge beaver. A huge beaver. Look at the size of that tail. Look at the size of that tail. Wow. Right on. That's beaver number 2. Let's see if there's anything on this side. Nothing on this side. But anyways, I caught beaver number 2, and I'll put this all back together, and then I'll go to my next beaver site set over there. Okay, right on. Start off of a good day. Beaver number 2. Well, here's beaver set number 3. The first beaver set, I never caught anything. The second beaver set, caught a huge beaver. So anyways, I got this all cleared out. Let's see what I got. Nothing. Nothing. So I'll put this all back together and go check traps. 1 beaver today, and that's beaver number 2. Over and out. Well, we're on the second beaver house on the creek, and this will be my 4th beaver set. And after this, I'll be out of beaver snares until I get some more. And I'm going to set my set right there with a bait stick and 2 dry sticks with snares on it. Okay, I'll show you when I'm done. Well, I checked the traps and snares today and never caught anything. And Glenn went to go cut trail, and I had enough time to set beaver snare number 4 since we never went to camp yet. So, as soon as we get back to camp, Glenn might show up, and then we're town bound. And this time we caught 2 beaver and 1 marten. So, until next time, see you later.